on Instagram. I think I saw it on an ad.
Hey folks, Happy New Year. Today is Thursday, January 1st, 2026. We're about to do a 26-mile ride on the Manor Trail. Yep. In Pine Mountain. This is Chipley Cycle, which is the local bike shop here in Pine Mountain. We're gonna kick off 2026 with a little bike ride. Today I'm gonna be riding something a little different today. This is a Trek Marlin 6 Plus with the Bosch Active Line Plus. This is my mom's e-bike. She's let me ride it. I haven't ridden this bike hardly at all since we got it back in April, so I'm gonna give it a shot today. I also have the Marlin 8, which is not electric. It's got 29-inch wheels. This one's got 27.5. It's a solid bike for sure. It is pedal assist only. It's mid-drive, as you can see there. Doesn't have a throttle, so it doesn't ride like a motorcycle like mine does. So you got Eco, Tour, Plus, Auto, and Turbo. Tops out about 20 miles an hour.
You can, if you want to just, get in behind us and see how the pace is going.
Okay.
I just wouldn't get in the mix. If we go fast, I wouldn't get in the mix with this, okay?
All right.
Yeah, but you can hang behind us a little bit.
All right.
And then, yeah, just meet me back at the car.
Okay. Got 312 miles on this bike, 84%. So we got plenty. We have a bunch of people out on e-bikes today as well. And then road bikes, of course. So we got electric and Velotric. Two big e-bike brands. I'm gonna probably get a Velotric at some point. Just so I can go a little faster, and I heard good things about Velotric, so yeah. It's a beautiful day today.
Yes, if it's perfect. I love it. She called some color design. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like, oh my god. I was like, yes. Yeah. Now think about it with ours. Double stick. What's that on your wheel? Is that on the back? Like cleaner or something? I don't know what's going on with it. I have no idea. Right.
It does look like there's some kind of, it looks like a cleaner.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when I clean it, I hose it off and, use this something or something. No, I'm using that hook off. Michael, yeah. Yeah, that's just interesting.
All right, we're about to start rolling. So I'm kind of ride my own pace on this road. Gonna be about 26 miles. thought about riding my mountain bike today, but I haven't ridden this bike in a long time, and I'm curious as to how it'll do on this trail, so I figured I'd give this a shot today. I'll put it at speed so I can see how fast I'm going.
You can go around if you want.
All right. Beautiful day today. It's like 60 degrees. And it's been bitterly cold earlier this week. Glad to get out and ride to kick off the new year. No better way to do so. So yeah, Happy New Year, guys. This is going to be a fun, productive, and healthy new year. Excited for what's to come. So you got 3 Lil Pigs right there. Barbecue joint. That's some good barbecue. Their Texas toast is good as well.
How you doing?
Doing well? See, if you get a barbecue plate at that place, they load you up. It's a lot of pork. For a good price, actually. That's some good food for sure. Feels good. A little package store right there. And you got Whistling Pig Cafe. I've never been there. I don't know if I'm gonna eat there at one point or not, but it's another barbecue joint. Got Hibachi, Spy Mountain Physical Therapy Clinic. Mom used to work there a lot. Iron Horse Grill, Subway, Mary Fun gas station. This is the last intersection for a while. We're clear. To the right is Callaway Gardens. A lot of fun memories there. Did all sorts of stuff. And I think they still got fancy lights going for the next few days, actually. Woo, it's windy. I was recently undergone a lot of renovations, like where the pavilions are. And you got a tent right there. Went to a few circuses there when I was a kid. And they have the Christmas Village shop in there during the holidays. Good place to ride bike as well. I would love to ride through there at one point, but I would have to get a membership. Don't know if or when that is going to happen. But I have ridden through there before, and I want to do it more, so we'll see what happens later down the road. And then there's a golf course as well. I don't know if we'll be able to see it on this ride, but it's probably among the biggest botanical gardens out there. It's a really cool place. They even have a butterfly center, which is incredible, and a discovery center where you can learn about all kinds of stuff, and even have shows where they show off birds of prey. I remember those. Also shot a hot air balloon Labor Day festival there a couple years ago. And that was an adventure. So with hot air balloons involved, they're ultralight aircraft, they're layered in air, and the FAA has to be involved. So the communication wasn't really where it needed to be. So there was an FAA officer out there who popped his badge saying that we're not flying drones here. So he shut us down for that day, and then I went back next day after everything worked out and I got to fly there. So, but it all worked out really well in the end, especially with me being a commercial Part 107 licensed drone pilot, entrepreneur, photographer. Gonna squeeze by on your left. So I'll kind of show you how this bike works real quick on the pedal assist levels. So you got off, which is purely pedaling. You got eco, where it only gives you little effort. This actually has a torque sensor, so the motor kind of works based on how hard you pedal. And then you got torque plus, just a little extra. Auto kind of depends on how you're pedaling. But really it's more about how hard you're pedaling. And then turbo is where you send it. And this bike wasn't cheap, about $3 grand, but it's a Trek. It's a top of the line e-mountain bike. So that tells you that this is a quality mountain bike for sure. So this trail used to be a railroad. It actually went all the way from Columbus, or where the Muscogee County line is up north. It's passed through here and went up to Atlanta. So it's mostly flat. Because railroads can only have a certain grade. If you end up going too steep, that's where you'll end up slipping real easily. It just kind of got some up and downs a little bit. Since we're just north of the Fall Line Trace, where we start to get more of those rolling hills, you know, and mountains. What's going on? Alright, I'm gonna get some exercise. Keep pedal assist off for a minute. Because, you know, I like to ride e-bikes for fun. Nothing wrong with them, they're cool. But I will never ever not ride a normal bike, because I purely ride e-bikes for fun. But I will always have a normal bike, and I will ride it to get those workouts. The thing about e-bikes, they're heavier than normal bikes in general. So without the motor, it's a little more challenging. But hey, you're getting a solid workout. Glad it's warm again. It hasn't been that long, but we had a cold snap earlier this week. And now it's getting back up into the 60s. No better way to kick off the new year than go on a little bike ride. More for those trees, you could see the land out far even better. Kind of cool. Imagine that with mountains. It's incredible. And up here on the left, I don't know if this is it, but it's the country store. Yeah, it's up here. We're not gonna ride up there today, so I won't keep up with the group, but it's your typical country store. I think it has a old restaurant in it. They got some snacks and candy as well in there, and all that good stuff. Now, our side, you would see a lot. If you're looking over the little mountains, it's an incredible view up there. I don't have time for that today, so I'll show that in another video. So we just passed a 5-mile marker. 8 more to go until we get to the end of the trail. in a second, it's gonna be all downhill. Yeah, look at the land up there, the topography on the mountains. Definitely gorgeous. There's a steep hill there and down there as well. Imagine if you put a disc golf course on land that steep. It'd be a challenge. If you're hearing it at flapping, that's the jacket I'm wearing. It's like a paper thin jacket, all it does is break the wind. Yeah, I'm warm now. So I might end up pulling this jacket off in a minute. The cool thing about it is it'll ball up to about the size of a tennis ball. So I can plop that in my pocket if I need to. But this wind feels good. So while I'm on this stretch, kind of do a brief recap of my 2025. So, got the news that my dad got a new job in Atlanta back in November of 2024. So when I found out we were moving closer to Atlanta, and then January, moved out. It was his first time living outside of the town I grew up in, which is Columbus, Georgia. It's had a lot of different, and it's been an adventure. But it has shaped me to become into a better person, where I learned more about self-responsibility and all that. And then learning more about Metro Atlanta, all the stuff that's around there. And it's been great. It's a year full of new beginnings and new adventures. Not mean for that to happen. That's a mountain bike, it's no big deal. Anyway, got to see a lot of cool stuff. Got to learn about some of the cities in Metro Atlanta. And got to see some cool antiques all that good stuff. And then I went to the beach for the first time in a while, back in June, Panama City. My mom loves Florida. She's always talking about wanting to move down there because she like, you know your typical white sand and palm trees and ocean, salty air, all that. I actually like it too. And my mom likes it to the point where she would want to move down there, but you know, the fact that a lot of people go down there, it certainly tells a lot of people like it. And you know, it's been a transition time in terms of, you know, jobs and school and all that. And I feel I could be done with college in probably about a year. So, this past year, I said yes to a lot of things. I had to swap the battery. Anyway, the year has said yes to a lot of things, and it has set me up for success in the future. And this year we'll do the same, if not even better. So I look forward to what this year brings. Me and my friends and my family and all. So now we're getting closer to Hamilton. These are all e-bikes. Those are all the same model, electric brand. So it's the word electric without the E in the beginning. It's supposed to be the #1 folding e-bike brand in the country. But they make non-folding e-bikes as well, like those fat tire ones back there. Heard good things about them, but you know, there are other good options out there too. So if you're in the market for an e-bike, I'd go for electric, GoTrax, Velotric, or Aventon, I think it's pronounced here, one of those. Aventon would probably sound about right. See, I'd say those four would be the front runners in the e-bike market. But if you wanted to pay a little extra, you could go for like what I'm riding. Although it's pedal assist only, mid-drive, doesn't have a throttle. Alright, so I was at 84% when I started. I'm about just under 9 miles in. 72%. See, when you're pedaling, the motor is definitely not working as hard. So this is a very efficient setup. You can go very far with it. Side up car.
Come on, Nene.
All right, so this is Hamilton. This is the seat of Harris County. Primary seat. It's not a big town, it's a little one. And then there's the town square. Cars coming. There's a bell up there, which served as the fire bell for the fire department here. There's a post office. Nobody coming. Church right there. Couple wood chippers right there. Those are fun to hear and see in action, but they're no joke. They'll chop up anything. Yeah, so that's part of Harris County High School. And there's a football field. My dad played football there when he was in high school. He scored a touchdown right about here. Can't remember exactly what positions he played. No, my dad did not go to school there, but he played football there at one time. He went to Bergstow, which is in Columbus, Georgia. Pretty windy. It's definitely helping me keep up. The motor. Still feel my legs cooking a little bit. So if you want to go fast on this thing, do expect your legs to put in some work a little bit. Because even on this, I'm still getting a solid workout. Moving my body. And yeah, I do look forward to the many amazing rides to come this year. And this is only the beginning. Been a great ride so far. All right, I just passed the 13-mile marker. In the end, should be right up here. Sometime soon, we're going to extend this down to the Muscogee County line. Yeah, it's up here. Alright, this is the end. Nice place to chill and take a break up here. And we got to ride all the way back up the mountain. What a group. Okay. All right. Oh, sorry. All right, we've got some pictures posted on the socials. We can go ahead and pick it up a little bit. Yeah, this is a nice bike. It's my mom's bike actually. But she barely rides it. So I figured I'd ride it today. It'd be the perfect bike for this ride. So with that being said, I essentially have 3 different bikes I can ride. I got my mountain bike, which is this, but without the motor and with 29-inch wheels. And then I got this, although it's really my mom's, but she barely rides it, and she lets me ride it. And my e-bike, which is a folding commuter e-bike. And it's got a throttle and a rear hub motor. This one's mid-drive. And it's pedal assist only, no throttle. This bike's a lot of fun too. And the motor gets you up to 20 miles an hour. So if you go any faster than that, the motor shuts off. Now I'm 14 miles in. Got another 12 miles to go. I'm not going to film every part of the ride back so I can save my GoPro battery. This is my second battery. I already went through the first one, so. I know the sheriffs around here don't play. Because there's only like a few of them, and you know, if they're bored, they want something to do, chances are they'll probably pull you over. Especially if you're speeding through here, because it's kind of a speed trap. So it's a lower speed limit up here. I bet tons of people have gotten popped here. My mom did it one time. Thankfully she just got a warning, but you gotta slow down, people. Speed limits are out there for a reason. Let's keep everything safe. got inflatables all over the front. Santa, the Grinch, snowman, all that. When it's not Christmas, I mean, they're kind of an eyesore. I mean, nothing wrong with Christmas decorations in general, but yeah, it'd be weird if you saw them in like June. Outside over there, get another picture. Cars, let me go. Thanks. All right, back in Hamilton. Yeah, some people leave their Christmas stuff up until early January. Because it's like 12 days of Christmas. Some people will leave them up until after the 12th day, which would be the 6th, I think. And some people, like my mom, will put them all up the day after Christmas. Kind of all over the map for the next 2 days after Christmas. But by the time we get to February, it should be all gone until October, November. It's like a car ran over that sign at one point. Yeah, this trail is perfect for biking. It's got some steady rolling hills, and you can get a workout on this trail. The amount of stopping you have to do is practically nothing. Kids are playing around their new scooters. Yeah, those electric scooters are fun. I do have some. One of my videos I had the InMotion Air electric scooter. Sold it about a couple months ago. And I'm in the market for something different in that range that could potentially go further and a little bit faster. Because it didn't really perform exactly the way I wanted it, so. Wind. Oh, I had on tour. That's why I wasn't going fast. to the covered portion towards Pine Mountain. What do you... I don't know what he was doing. I wasn't sure what he was doing. All right, so this is all climbing for a little while. Water tower in there. Didn't know about that. So hang ride bikes like this and no hands. But bumps can throw you off. So you gotta be careful when you do that. That would be good for hiking. There's mountains over there. It's a very nice view of God's creation. And then the drone photography I do allows me to see that from angles that would not be possible without airplanes and aviation. You can actually see it even better when you go up in a real aircraft. But drones, I mean, with high quality cameras these days, makes it very easy to see that stuff in the air. That's a below trick. I hear that hub motor cranking away. See if I can keep up with him. See, I am in the market for a veloce, kinda. Because they have a lot of bells and whistles. And all the things I've heard about those bikes kind of makes me want to get one. So I'll have to do some due diligence before I make that call. I love what I have right now. I just want to upgrade. at some point. To be able to change gears and go a little faster, especially on big open stretches like this. But that's not something I'm going to do overnight. So that's later down the road. For now, I'll just enjoy what I have until I do my due diligence for the future of my fleet of ride-ons. Because, you know, I got one wheel, scooter, and then the bike stuff. And those things are a ton of fun. Same goes for even a normal bike as well. Things on wheels in general. And flying too. Motorcycles are cool, but they're just not really my big thing. Because they're, you know, they're way faster. You have to get your Class M on your license, go to motorcycle school. And I've seen videos of people doing over 100 miles an hour on those sport bikes. I mean, I've seen everything from dirt bikes, like Supercross, to little pit bikes, and then all the way up to the sport bikes that go almost 200 miles an hour. I've seen videos of people hitting almost 200 on the highway, which is straight up crazy. Those guys are gonna kill somebody one day. So, no thanks. So if you're one of those people, I would probably advise you to chill out a little bit, so that you don't lose your license or go to jail or even kill somebody. That would be no bueno. Those things are a whole different ballgame compared to bicycles, e-bikes. You know, the thing with bicycles, you still get that fast feeling, and you're able to coast down hills. It's a lot safer too. So I can get those same thrills as I would on a motorcycle. Even when I'm just doing 20 miles an hour. But yeah, trains, motorcycles, boats. I like all the forms of transportation. We just approach them kind of differently, you know. Alright, so this is all kind of gradual downhill. On a racetrack, full sending it with the proper gear is cool. On the highway, not a good idea. especially when there's a lot of traffic and you could end up killing somebody or yourself. My dad rode motorcycles a lot too. Yeah, that Garrett hub motor is ripping. I need to see how much battery is left in my GoPro so I can properly say goodbye for this video. Thanks. Just cross the bridge back there. There's my shadow. This time of year, shadows kind of remind people of Groundhog Day, where if he sees his shadow, it's a longer winter, but if not, then that means it's an early spring. Kind of an interesting tradition. I mean, that day is not really in control of how the weather plays out, but still kind of interesting though. I guess they just do it to have fun. I think it was a tradition that was started by the Germans, German immigrants. We have a lot of traditions in this country that kind of all began with German immigrants. And you know, there's places like Helen. It's got that same vibe of a mid-sized town in Germany. So it kind of has a pretty big presence in certain places. And then this year is a very, very, very special year for our country. It's going to be the 250th birthday. It'll be the semi-quincentennial of the United States. So this year's going to be a big one for this beautiful nation of mine. So yeah, may God bless this beautiful nation that I live in. God bless America. been waiting to do a video on this trail for quite a while. And I got to cross that off my bucket list on the first day of 2026. I'll probably do another video here at one point on a different bike, of course. So I was kind of deciding this morning if I wanted to ride my mountain bike, this bike, or my folding commuter e-bike, which you've seen a bunch in my previous videos. I figured this bike would be the perfect choice for this ride, and it turned out great. So yeah, Callaway Gardens on the left. I could do this every day if I could. When the weather's nice, just get out and roll and vibe. Hear the nature, the wind, the tires singing. Better than staring at your screen all day. So just get out and vibe. It's nice. So,
What do you mean?
just vibing.
You want an e-bike? You should be smoking.
That doesn't mean I'm always smoking. Sometimes I want to chill. My dad is funny at times. He's like, "You're on an e-bike, you should be smoking." I don't have enough battery to finish. Oh my gosh, okay. I can get this traffic. Alright. Should have slowed down back there, but made it through. A lot of places are closed today for New Year's. So if it being nice out here, it's the perfect day to get out and do something. Today I gotta do a bike ride. Alright, made it back to Pine Mountain. There's our Christmas tree. Back at the shop. Alright. That was a good ride. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good one now.